So I'm standing out here in front of Pro Football Hall of Fame here in Canton, Ohio, with my cameraman and best friend, Katie. Katie, say hi.
Hi.
We're going to be exploring today and kind of showing some videos and pictures that we're going to take along the way. And if you're ever in Canton, Ohio, and a big football fan, highly recommend that you come down here and explore the place. It's got a lot going on. Let's go inside. Dude's leg is literally as big as my gut.
Yes.
It's disgusting. Oh my god. I couldn't play in the NFL, so any dream that I ever had of that is officially out the window.
Now you need to take a picture of this. Because, like,
I've got pictures and video. Talk us through it.
well, I've always had big hands, and now that's confirmed. I mean, is there any? I feel like I have bigger hands than this person.
Can you play wide receiver for the Cleveland Browns?
I mean, maybe I should try.
Or for the Miami Dolphins, because we
Look at
love
that.
Florida. Basically the same thing. So here you can listen to what it sounds like in the helmets of the players. As you can see, I have a huge head, so I'd have to have a custom made one, but it's still super cool. Here is you can actually do like a booth review. So I'm going to go in the booth and check it out. We're going to check to see if it was ruling on field as touchdown. We need to go in and determine if he makes it. So solely 60 seconds. So as you can see here, runner catches the ball. The question is does it break the plane before that back foot's out? And it appears to me that maybe not. So we're gonna get another angle real quick. You can see he's got that back foot on the end line there. So I'm gonna make my call. Ruling on the field is a touchdown. I'm going to reverse it, say the guy was out at 1. Let's see if I was correct. First and goal, half-yard line. Go Jets. Just actually got out of the locker room theater, which has a hologram. What was the name of the coach?
Joe Namath.
Joe Namath, who came in and would give us lessons about life and kind of putting things in the context of football and ways to apply it to real life. It's a little corny, but it has a good positive message, especially for bringing kids here. So I highly recommend checking it out. So when you walk into the gallery, it's kind of overwhelming. But what you can see here is that it's all separated by draft year and then alphabetically. So there's quite a few different players. So if we look here, we see Jack Butler went in 2012, and he played cornerback, and he went in as a Pittsburgh Steeler. It's actually kind of legit to see all these faces that have made Hall of Fame careers. Okay, so I'm actually standing here next to the bust of Brett Favre here at the Hall of Fame Stadium, who is my favorite non-Cleveland Brown or Miami Dolphin to ever play. When you go into the Hall of Fame, you actually get a bronze bust put in the statue, and if you look around here, you can see every player that's ever been inducted to the Hall of Fame and has a statue. This combination did not do well yesterday. The greatest NFL lineman in history. 8 years, 8 Pro Bowls, Joe Thomas. I am actually standing next to what I think is a replica, but might actually be the Super Bowl trophy, and this is as close as any of my teams, whether that's the Dolphins or the Browns, will ever come to holding this trophy. So, this one's for you guys. Okay, so we've actually just been informed that this is the actual trophy that will be awarded at this year's Super Bowl. And they're going to send it out to Tiffany's either this week or the next to go be inscribed and sent off to wherever the Super Bowl is being held this year, which we think is LA. But this is pretty cool because at the end of the Super Bowl this year, they're going to be hoisting this trophy. Katie, who you got winning?
I've got the Bills. The Bills.
Go Dolphins. So this is the Super Bowl hall. You can see behind me there's all kinds of videos playing, and it's kind of done up by the different eras, right? 90s, 70s. Right now I'm in the 80s. So every Super Bowl MVP has memorabilia here, things like that. And unfortunately, you won't see any of the Cleveland Browns here. I don't even think the Dolphins have a Super Bowl. So, but it's really cool to see all these artifacts from Super Bowls in the past, including some Super Bowls that I've seen when I was a kid in 34 years. So, pretty neat. But the Bills won't be here, Katie, because they never won a Super Bowl.
Right, because they choked 3 times in a row.
In a row, which is an NFL record. So it begs the question, is it better to be a Browns fan and not go than to be a Bills fan and lose 4 times? So this is the era when I really started watching football. And unfortunately, the Patriots and the Steelers dominated it. Patriots with a 3-peat. Peyton Manning and the Colts can never quite get there. But Drew Brees got one. And I think that was pretty cool. And I will say, for a Pittsburgh Steeler, Hines Ward was really awesome. But yeah, how cool. So these are replicas of all of the Super Bowl championship rings worn since the Super Bowl started being played. As you can see, they just get bigger and bigger. I mean, we're down at Super Bowl 25, but as we get towards the back half, good Lord almighty, look how blinged out these are. Like, okay, it's the Steelers, but like, that's a dope logo. The Ravens, also a terrible team. They have a cool one. Look at the New England Patriots. My God, you couldn't even lift your wrist on that. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, shout out my buddy Paul. LA's is pretty cool. Kansas City, of course. One day, baby, one day. Okay, if you're a video nerd like me, this is one of the coolest things that you can do. You can play Xbox, which is the far superior system. But this is a cover of all the Madden covers for the last, I don't know, however many years. There's more, too, in other parts. And then you can actually play Madden, and you can look at NFL trading rooms. This is a big interactive floor here in the Hall of Fame. And as you can see, Katie's enamored with the referees. And also some other smaller parts like the USFL. What else is over here? I have no idea what these shoes are. Oh, the Sunday Night Football crew. And here's the other cool thing. This is the Black College Football Hall of Fame. And if you look, it's a lot of HBCUs and famous black players in college football. And it's pretty small. It only takes up one floor, but I do think it's something that a lot of people probably skip. And I think we need to kind of stick to and make sure that you take the time to go through here. And of course, no trip to any kind of tourist destination is complete without a trip to the gift shop. And as you can see, all the teams are represented here. And so everything's kind of separated into these little islands by team, except for the Browns, which makes sense. We are the biggest fan base probably around Canton. But if there's a team, it is sold here, buddy.